Oh, fuck. I'm on Facebook and look up. I'm in this fucking game. I think she was on the spot with me, Jess. These niggas fighting in the middle of the highway. This is stupid as shit. That's only in Baltimore, yo.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. In a heavy
That's picked off. First play of the game, baby. I see you.
Picked off near the 32.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Watched the game last night.
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
He gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ain't nothing. Just bringing it up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
I mean, I figure you bring up my team, you know what I'm saying? It's only right.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
There we go. Wide, ain't it? Hey, you're on it. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. 41's the will. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. It's caught right side, it turns. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left.
Let's go.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
Got it here, Doc.
Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of nearly 20 yards.
You can have it. Sack for 20 yards. That nigga was on the giddy up. Nah, nigga.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Yeah. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time.
95 speed, 94 acceleration.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Achilles.
No one
yeah, yo.
on the field and says,
feel bad for the dude.
Settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
I'm about to quit now, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down.
Leave it alone. Eat your food.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Dots.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper.
Tip your head. Let's go,
Coop. Go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again to Elliott. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Say that stuff.
4 down. Here we go. 180.
The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Look at that stuff.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Cowboys last year, 18 rushing touchdowns, tied for 2nd in the league, and they've got Elliott back there, 2nd and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Why you calling me out when the nigga said
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get it running right.
Oh, just go. Just run. Why you cut? That's
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Here we go. 46, 46.
Oh my God, yo. What a take more fucking time, yo. Man.
Here's Elliott, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode, and it stiffened.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
We gotta punch it in there, fellas.
On that drive that ends with the field goal.
That's our problem in real life.
Here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head.
He might be, man. Toward that Achilles.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on. Well, what does that mean?
That's tough.
Just because you break chestnuts?
Nah, Achilles.
Why they said that. I have no idea.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Right, 380. All day, just like that, just like that. Hey, easy, check 51, check 51.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Baldwin with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate
inbound,
experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
I'm here.
Right, 380. Mike 5-4. No gain on this defense, no gain. 19.
There you go. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. See what I mean? Oh.
On second down, here's Wilson. Steps away to his
Pull right
left.
towards that. It didn't like a magnet, yo.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Hey, 4 down. 12. Cut. Green 80. Green 80.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A new character. They ain't have a character, is it?
Right there. 54. Right there.
All right. I thought he was a little short and fast. Maybe. I'm passing the ball, yo, my God, yo.
I'll go special.
Yeah.
On first down, Wilson.
Yeah, I tried to cut that bitch.
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're 1-2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah.
It'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Oh, shit. Fuck, that shit was funny.
On second down, Wilson. Looking for his running back. He's got him.
Fucking route. Hey, that was a good ass route right there.
20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
I can't.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. His throw caught.
It's off my man, though.
Yeah, I don't never crack the top like that, but it is real fade.
Doug Baldwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
That motherfucker banged that bitch. God dang.
After through the raindrops, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
That's fucking bullshit.
India, eat your food.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Here we go. Wide eight. You got four.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I was supposed to be sick. I told Tiffany I ain't going out to they going to some fucking.
They'll break the huddle.
Like,
come up on
restaurant.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I'm going back home. I'm on a fucking game.
Hey, shit.
Yeah, cause that, like, get you sick. I didn't do it. Quit a little bit. But just called and said you need somebody.
Early in the first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
No, don't. Not
and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Oh. Man.
Prescott now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Back to the,
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yards back to the 34-yard line.
They do that damn.
That's going to go as a
They do an
loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
For you.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild.
I mean, it helps if it's timed right, but just
that to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He spent off my ass. He's going for this.
3 down. Here we go. Wide, ain't it? Gun. Let's go,
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
All right, block, baby.
Elliott, and now running right through it. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's amazing.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Oh, the ball too long.
Second down, Prescott. But it's incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw is Prescott.
Damn.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
I should throw it early. Right there. Throw that early.
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Sorry, grenade. 18.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Give me that. We getting that back.
Intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
We get that back. 6-7. He picked it off in my red zone. And then first play, I picked that shit right back off. I'm back on the 3. Let's go. We gonna cash this one in.
D lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He'll get it up the middle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
Yeah.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We're trucking people over. That's what we doing. My whole line flattening.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Yeah, none of that, nigga. Usually. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Now Prescott. Rush coming in.
Everybody wanted to go along instead of breaking
They
out.
tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Damn,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
There you go.
Oh, good fucking shot, man.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Yeah, I thought he was going to swing to the other side, yo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one is wide
It's
open.
caught. Baldwin.
I make open field tackles, though.
Just shy of the 45-yard
Damn.
line.
What's going
I don't care how
on?
many times
David
you tell the
Irvin, what
story,
happened?
it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
Gun.
Hold up.
Let's go, 14.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right.
Oh.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Mm-hmm. 8 seconds, yo. 8 seconds. Ah! What? Yo, this nigga bigger than me, yo. You can't do nothing. Now he dumped on you too. Good defense. That's his. Hey, dude. Duck counts as a duck, nigga. You brought your ass over there. Shit, your man when you got him.
Have him on the move on first down. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson.
That's how you set the edge. Dislocated elbow.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Yeah. Shit, crazy.
He looked like one of those guys.
This shit crazy. Did you turn injuries down in your league? You know? This is your league, Just. Did you turn injuries down? Or you just left it as is? Oh, okay. I was asking. I know we did it for one league. I just didn't know which one. These niggas getting hurt back to back out here.
Back to back.
A first carry for the converted rundown, J.D. McKissick. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, gun.
Now it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon.
That's chalk.
He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You know where that's going.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They run it with Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll come out in the pistol. He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Ah, come on.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
That was a good game, better game you played, though.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
I'm about to get my switch my character, man. Fuck this shit. You give me an other character. I don't want to play this anymore.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
I can get the yeah, it doesn't matter.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
You can go get your low side. Yeah, I'm gonna play with not the players. I got so many goddamn players, nigga. You know how I go. Yeah, right, I did.
Gotta try it here. He's back to
I'm going to you want the shot creator post for it.
And did he get the feet?
Nope.
No, they'll say he
nope.
did not. It's incomplete.
He didn't get the feet down. That was a hell of a play, but he didn't get the feet down.
Defense is going to get him the football back.
All right.
He's about to burn all in. Look at that.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. As they get
planted
the
instead of just running
remaining
through the handoff. He planted in the backfield. That slowed me down. It was a counter.
Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
Let's go, Coop. I'm about to heat it up.
A big gain there.
And why you say it like that?
Certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
What?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Good game.
Now a carry here for Orleans.
Yeah, this nigga Kendricks is off chain.
Back at the 47. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Before anybody else get hurt. That shit crazy. Good game, fam. You can tell the rest of y'all here.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
The NFC East still mine. Believe that.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But
0-2, this should be a challenge.
They had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it?
Hey, this is my first game in this league, in your league too.
Blob of green on the radar. I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice.
I gave before a swim. I was doing something.
Because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond
nah, I don't think so. Or maybe I did.
Cowboys,
shit, I'll go look at it.
They're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Look at the pocket, though. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we need to be doing in real life. That's how you stay calm in the pocket. Just relax. Let the road develop. And then throw dots. Lead them. Let's go. Let's go, Coop.
Golden and Brown now. I thought Golden was first and then put me in there.